So, real quick, you'll see in the top left we have a mini map. The mini map is one-dimensional, or excuse me, it's two-dimensional. So it's only going to show you what's directly in front of you, or if you turn, what's directly to the side of you. We have a depth gauge there. When you're in the menu, you can set how deep you want to be able to go. This world, the depth is 2,048. So here's just a large room that we built. We're building a dungeon underground. One key, or kind of a trick to do as you sit there and build in the game, make sure you keep shop inventories for both blocks and for weapons, so that when you're down mining deep, you don't have to go back up to the surface if you run out of a tool or if you need to get any specific block. So basically here we're just kind of showing you the little rooms. Again, with this video we're going to kind of show you A, the world we've built, just because we think it's cool, and then B, as we go through some of these different areas, we'll kind of talk about some of the things we do to save ourselves time. Make sure you have a lot of torches when you go down into the earth, or at least boxes to buy more torches. Stairs are a nice feature. That way you don't have to exercise a double jump feature, but you can. Your character can jump one block in height or 2 block in height by double tapping the A button. So here we're going to come out underneath a cathedral that we built. Right there you notice I got stuck in the wall. If you get stuck in the wall of the game, move your joystick in the opposite direction of the way your character is drifting. Again, you want to move your joystick in the opposite direction of the way your character is drifting, and that will pop you back out of the wall. So, coming out here, you kind of see a little bit of everything we built. Keep in mind, every block that you see that's been placed was placed 1 block at a time, because we're doing this on dig deep mode. So kind of give you a tour of the island. This is Tom's Tower. There's 4 people primarily that have been building on this map. In Total Miner you can have up to 24 players on a map. Cool thing about Total Miner over some of the other Xbox 360 games is that you can do split screen multiplayer local, so you don't have to have Xbox Live. If your friends come over, you can all play on the same console. You can make signs in the game, and then you can type whatever words you want on the signs. Here we made a spider pit. Right now I'm in peaceful mode, and we're going to switch out and go to game options and then change it to normal. This will enable spiders. As you get deeper in the earth, you discover spiders and spider blocks. A key to killing the spider blocks, you need to have a diamond sword. In dig deep mode you have to find the blueprints. If you'll notice above my health bar, it's the black box. Typically when you start in a level, that'll have an arrow in it that's pointing one direction or the other. We've already found all the blueprints, so there's no arrow. Key to locking down a building, if you are hosting on Xbox Live, so you don't want people to come in and screw with your stuff, is to put iron doors in. When you put an iron door in, it'll lock down basically, so you're the only person that can open it. If you haven't put down ladders, I definitely recommend using them. I actually didn't know there was ladders in the game until we played for a couple of days. So over here we have someone who built a ship as well as a barn. We'll go over there a little bit later in the game, kind of just giving you an aerial. If you'll notice in the back there we had a helicopter. There's quite a few different blocks in the game. The game is a little bit glitchy. We've built some other levels that had massive structures in them. We built the Pyramid of Giza, but the game glitches out every time we log into it. See, if you notice, I just got stuck in the wall again. kind of a glitch in the game. So we'll run back behind here. Nice thing about doing ladders, if you do them on the opposite side, then you'll be able to climb up without falling. If you'll notice, the depth is going to go all the way to 1. This is as high as you can go in the game. And there's the airliner. You can see the mansion in the background. Just cool stuff. Build some huts over there. One trick if you're going to jump off a really tall building, because if you notice we have it in adventure mode, so you have a health bar and you can get hurt, is to excavate out basically a hole in the water, so when you fall down, it doesn't hurt your health at all. If you notice, I'm carrying the titanium pickaxe. You make that by having a diamond pickaxe and then 2 pieces of titanium carbide, which you can make in the forge by joining titanium and carbon. When you get within a certain proximity of spider boxes, they'll auto spawn. With the diamond sword, I think it's only 3 hits and it knocks them out. Up here we're starting to build the Golden Gate Bridge. We're still a little ways on this. It's kind of been a work in progress. Again, more signs. A friend of mine built a temple in the background. And there's the airliner. To do structures in the air, you need to build a platform, basically, to give yourself something to work off of. And then you can use ropes to drop yourself down. And with those ropes, you can then get rid of the platform and climb back up if you want. One trick, if you want to get rid of trees, if you mine out all of the wood that's within a tree, all of the leaves will auto disappear. Just kind of nice if you're building something. When we built this game, we originally did it with a certain texture pack on. Up here I'm going to change the texture pack, just because you get different effects, different designs. The tower up here, we're starting to build the Tower of Isengard. It's going to be a while till that one's done, but underneath it we built pits. You notice how all the blocks look different, so just got to find whatever texture pack works best for you. But this will be a pretty cool structure. If you guys want to log in, the name of the server is Fantasy. You're welcome to come check it out. We've put quite a bit of work into it, so. Notice how I have the blocks up along the wall. That's basically how I get up and down when I'm building tall structures. Over here we have a southern mansion that I built. And things don't take as long as you would guess. I think it took me about 3 hours to build, maybe 3 hours to build the mansion over here. One of the hardest things to do in the game is to make sure you build everything so that it's symmetrical, so that all the blocks match. That was probably my biggest time constraint on this building. All the blocks that we have, I basically either mined for or I purchased. Since, again, this is on Dig Deep mode, not creative mode. Here's a fireplace, that building that's going in. I've seen a lot of structures in other building. What we're trying to focus on now is detail. I know with the new expansion coming out, they're going to add more blocks, more design features, some animals, and some other things that will hopefully enhance kind of the design features and aspects of the game. Whenever you go to people's worlds, be sure to be pretty thorough. We've got a lot of stuff hidden in this world. We'll show you one of the things right now. Gonna switch back to the other texture pack. And jump down into the beaver dome. If you're building underneath in the water, you'll notice it'll be pitch black if you place those sun blocks. It's a way to have light underwater. Obviously the torches don't work. We still have a lot of different plans as far as building on this map. If there's anyone that's seriously interested in, joining on this level and doing stuff, for the most part, we don't give anyone access to building or design, just because obviously people can screw up stuff you've built. We learned that the hard way. If you've noticed, as we've gone around the world, there's been several places where we've had boxes. Again, I recommend putting those everywhere you can, just because it's going to save you a lot of time. Climb up here. Now, if you look at the mini-map on the top left, I want to point out something here really quick. I know some people get confused on how the mini-map works. Again, it's only a two-dimensional view, so if you're going straight forward, it shows what's directly in front of you. If you turn to the side, it'll show what's in front and behind, and right there, what's in front and behind. But it only works on 90-degree angles, so directly in front, to the left, to the right, and then behind. Cool thing is, if you have multiple users, if you notice I can't open this door, the reason I can't open the door is because I didn't place this door. Another friend of mine placed that door, and so only they have access to it. So if you allow someone to come into your world and to build, these doors, they have to place the door as well as the blocks all the way around the door. These things up here are sentry turns. If you haven't found those already or used them, definitely recommend if you put arrows in there with a bow or some type of weapon. Then if anyone gets in close proximity, it'll fire at them. And so here I'm going to jump into the teleport. Again, this is obsidian. Most people know that from the beginning. You'll see we kind of jump to different depths. There's 1500. There's 1189. Here's the bottom of the world. If any of you haven't made it this far, this is depth 2011. Just a massive cavern. There's also another massive cavern at about 690, which we just call it the lava level because it's primarily lava. That's where you find all the spiders. I don't know what this structure is, so feel free to leave a comment if you know what the purpose of this is. I know when we were mining down, we actually came out on top of it, and there were sentry turns around it. I don't really know what the function of that is. If anyone knows, I'd be curious to find out. So that's pretty much the game. I just wanted to kind of show you guys our world. You're welcome to come and check it out. Run around, say hi, leave a comment. If you have any suggestions or if you like what you've seen, go ahead and give us a high vote, and feel free to share it with your friends. Hopefully we see you on Total Miner, and thanks for watching the video.